Creative Cake Art. We're going to be talking about how to make a buttercream flower. Now, what got me thinking about this lately is the fact that ever since I started cake decorating, it's always been that the mark, the test, the thing of a true great cake decorator is whether or not you can make a buttercream rose. Now, I think that I'm pretty decent at making buttercream roses. I've done them plenty of times before. I used to work at a cake shop where all we did was buttercream, basically. So I was like, all right, cool, I can do a buttercream rose, but then this thing happened. I tried out for a cake decorating competition show. I don't know if I can legally say which one it was, although I obviously didn't get the job. I still think I may be under some contract to not say which cake show it was, but in any case, part of the, I made it to the final round, and part of the final round for casting was that you had to create a buttercream rose. Okay, mine turned out all right, but with the time pressure and with the just the fact that I don't usually make buttercream roses, it was not too good. So I feel like had I made it better, I might be on the show right now. But as with everything, the universe works perfectly, and I would not be able to be here with you had I been going on this show. So it all worked out anyway. But it got me thinking that a lot of us probably don't know how to do buttercream roses. But as usual, I wanted to figure out how we could take that classic buttercream flower, that video that you see everywhere, on how to do a buttercream rose. I wanted to think about it and say, okay, what can I offer more? What can I do differently? How can I make it a little bit, not better, but how can I make it a little bit fresher, put a new face on it? And so what I thought of doing was to use the buttercream rose tip, but to do a ranunculus. Actually, it's not even the same tip. It's a little bit different. It's the tip that we're using is a number 61. It's sort of like you could use it for a rose, but it almost looks like a teardrop, or it almost looks like a comma. That's the shape of the opening on this tip. So anyhow, it's a Tico number 61. And I'm going to show you how to make a really cute cupcake using this tip and making a buttercream ranunculus instead of a rose. Okay, so as with the buttercream rose, you are going to need an icing tip, and you are going to need, or an icing, not an icing tip, an icing nail, and then you're also going to need a cupcake, obviously. And I have or cake if you wanted to put it on a cake. I have a cupcake that's the frosting, the icing on this is not even presentable, so don't even worry about that. You just want to make sure that you build up the middle so that the middle kind of sits up, and then we're going to put flowers around it. Okay, so however you ice, don't even worry about that part, because it's all basically going to be covered in beautiful ranunculus flowers. And I'm using white. You could stripe your bag, you could use pink, would be really pretty. You can use whatever color you want. And then we're just going to put a few leaves on. So then I have some really minty green with an Atico number 352 leaf tip here. Okay, all right, so we're going to take our icing bag. I'm assuming that you guys know how to fill an icing bag. If you don't, that's for another tutorial. But fill your icing bag, get your tip on there and your coupler. All right, so then what you're going to do is take your tip. You want to put the widest end of it to the icing nail, okay? And then you are going to just take it and you're going to basically squeeze lightly and round your nail until you get this little shape, which is kind of like the middle of a rose a little bit, but it just has a little bitty hole in the middle there. Okay, make sure you have some paper towel too, so that if you need to wipe your tip off, you can. Okay, now we're gonna do, so we have that middle center area. Now we want to do 3 petals, so we're going to start from the seam here, and we're gonna go 1, 2, and 3, just like you would with a rose. Now, You can stop here or you can make it a little bit bigger. So we want to do a variety. If you're going to stop here, then you can go ahead and put it on. But this is for our center one. So let's make it a little bit bigger. So then we're going to do 5 petals. 1, and you kind of want to lift it and bring it down. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay? And then you can go one more if you want, but yeah, I think I will go one more. All right, so I want to get you guys close up in here, and I want you to see really closely what I'm doing. So we're going to take the wider end of the piping bag and put it down on the icing nail. And then you're going to pipe it in a circle, turning your nail. Okay, and you kind of want to make this little hole right there. Okay. You can put it in even further if you like. All right, then we're going to put 3 petals on it. So now you want to take your icing tip and go 1, 2, 3. Almost the same as you do with a rose. The big difference here is with a rose, it kind of goes up and around. These just kind of come around the flower, like kind of making a circle. So let me show you again. So we're going to do 5 petals this time. Make sure you have something to wipe off the excess icing. Okay? So now we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay? You see that there? Take your cupcake and take your scissors and go ahead and add that first one right to the middle of your cupcake. Okay, and then we want to continue doing the same thing. What I want to do is to take a little bit of edible pearl dust, and you just want to kind of sprinkle it over top, and it makes such a pretty pearlized effect on the buttercream. Wilton pearl dust. Okay, just dust that over top. I think that's good. Okay, and your cupcake is done. And then we have another example, actually, too, of another one we did. And these two, so cute together. Can you not tell me those are so pretty, so cute for like a baby shower or like a wedding shower, a wedding, a birthday, a tea party, or whatever. Like these are the cutest little cupcakes. I love, love, love them. Hope you guys have a blast making your buttercream ranunculus. Please do join us next week, and if you have any questions or comments, leave them below the video.